Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing oh my god, it's gonna fall, a massive book on haul. I am the definition of a serial book buyer. I literally have bought so many books over the years. I'm trying to get better at it, where I'm only gonna buy books that I either have read and loved on my Kindle or ones that I actually think I'm gonna enjoy. But when I started getting back into reading, back in like 2020, 2021, the amount of books I bought, insane. I don't have any space for them. Like, I literally have, they are just chilling on my floor or in a bin. Like, we need to get rid of these ASAP. Go through every single book that I'm donating, giving away, giving to little free libraries, because we have a lot to get through. So let's get into it. Sort of separated this into sections. The first one that we're going to go over is romance, because that's probably where a majority of my unhauling is coming from, because I am so picky with my romance and so many of these miss the mark for me. So let's get into it. We have Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey. I am just not a Tessa Bailey person. Like, her writing, her stories just do not work for me. And I don't remember why I picked up this book. I think it was cheap and I saw it and I was like, okay, maybe. Absolutely not. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I liked this when I read it. Then I'm reflecting back on it more and I don't know why I like this one. I bought this when it had the first round of hype around it and it's just not for me anymore. Next, we have 3 books by Casey McQuiston. I did really like Red, White, and Royal Blue and One Last Stop. I just don't find myself ever rereading them or ever going back to them. And same thing for I Kiss Shara Wheeler. I liked it when I read it, but I just don't see myself ever picking these ones up again. So we have The Trouble with Hating You by Sanji Patel. This one was okay. I didn't really like it that much, so it's gonna go. We have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I don't like this author. I liked this book at the time, but she needs a better home. To Sir with Love. I remember I was so interested in the premise of this, but I really hated this one. I did not really like this one. Hopefully someone will like this one more than me though. It sounded cute, but I just couldn't get through it. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Pater. Again, I like this when I read it. I would never reread it. And YA romance books, I've been kind of like growing out of them. Like, there's some that I love. This one was not one of the ones that I loved. Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. Now, this is the indie published version. Did I eat this up when I read it? Yes. Will I ever pick it back up again? No. Never. Next, we have When You Get the Chance and Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. I liked these when I read them. They were fun. They were cute. YA romance books. Everything else I've read by her, haven't liked. And I'm kind of over these ones too. This one is Just Last Night. I remember I was so excited to read this one. I absolutely hated it. Do I remember why I hated it? No. But I just remember having like a deep-rooted hatred for this one and I just didn't enjoy it at all. Like, I was just forcing myself to finish, so she's got to go as well. Mermaid by Meryl Wilsner. Now, I loved Something to Talk About by her as well, her other book. This one just, I don't know, there was something about this one that just didn't work for me. That's okay. I think I'll try other Meryl Wilsner books, but this one was just a big miss for me. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I bought this because I watched the movie and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll like the book. I did not like the book. Maybe sometimes it's just better as a movie. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it was not for me. Nikki Chambers Shakes It Up by Cherish Reed. Now, I enjoyed this one a little bit. There were some things that I liked, were some things that I didn't like. I don't ever see myself picking this one back up. I do think that some people are really gonna love this. I have seen people love this, so I think this will find a better home with somebody else. Serious Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. Now, I had fun with this one. I don't think I'll ever read it again. I haven't picked up other books in the series. This is a like historical fantasy romance book, and I haven't picked up the other 2 books. So, and I don't think I ever will. There's just other books that I want to read instead, and this one's a little silly, goofy, and I know a lot of people like India Holton, but We Can't Keep Meeting Like This by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Now, I love majority of Rachel Lynn Solomon's books. This was one that I didn't really like. I really like the OCD representation and the anxiety representation because I have OCD and anxiety, but this one, everything else, I was just bored. It was like I was snoozing, bored, and I was like, I am forcing myself to read this, and I don't want that, and I don't want to keep books where I just like am never gonna pick back up again because I'm like, what's the point? Forget Me Not by Alison Derrick actually might end up keeping. I don't know yet because I did really enjoy this one. This does have a trope that I don't really like though, which is the amnesia trope, but I thought this was pretty well done. This one is probably gonna go in the maybe pile because I don't know, I'm undecided on this one. Like, we'll see, because I did really enjoy it. I have Life's Too Short and The Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. I hated both of these. I DNF'd this one because I hated the female main character and the male main character, like 20% in, because they were both so annoying. And this one, like, why were they together halfway through? Like, halfway through the book. I'm like, what more could be done here? Like, where is the slow burn? I don't know. These two were not for me. And I liked other Abby Jimenez books, so I think I'll stick to those ones and keep Part of Your World series, but get rid of these ones. This is The Love Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood. Now, I have a very love-hate relationship with Ellie Hazelwood. This was her first book I read by her, and I did not like it at all. I read this when there was so much hype around it, and I just did not like this. I do think that she has other books that are more for my taste. Like, I really liked Not in Love by her. I really, really loved that one. This one, though, didn't really like it, not interested in keeping it. Some people love this one, but it just was not for me. So we have two Christina Lauren books. We have The Soulmate Equation and The Unhoneymooners. I actually really enjoyed The Soulmate Equation. I'm just not attached to this at all, and it's literally just sitting in a pile collecting dust, so I don't really need it. And The Unhoneymooners, this was kind of funny, kind of weird. I don't know, it kind of gave me weird vibes when I was reading it. Like, the whole like twin thing is like, I'm a twin, and I'm like, the whole like unlucky thing, I don't know, it's just maybe just because I'm a twin, I'm like, I could not get over that I'm like, this is just so unrealistic. And I get it's a fiction book, like blah blah blah, but like, it's a personal thing. This is The Kiss Quotient and the Bride Test by Helen Huang. I did not like this one. This one was okay. I did really like the representation. I just did not like the story. I was just not interested in the characters. Like, they were just so boring to me. I have never gotten around to reading the last one, and I don't think I ever will. So these ones in the donate pile. Next we have Play to Win by Jodie Slaughter. I'm really sad because I really like the author's other book, Bet on It. I'm keeping that one though. This one was just really disappointing because this one lacked groveling. I felt like he needed to do way more groveling than what he did to her. Like, ugh, I hate when that happens. I'm like, bro, you need to be on your hands and knees begging for her. Why aren't you doing that? Next, we have two Sophie Gonzalez books. Like these ones, they're both queer YA romance books, but my favorite of hers is Perfect on Paper, which I'm going to end up keeping because I really, really love that one. These two, though, don't really know why I still have them. Like, they were good at the time, but the only one I would actually reread is Perfect on Paper. It's After Love by Tanya Byrne. Now, I really enjoyed this one when I read it. Would I ever reread it, though? I don't think I will. Like, I think this one is actually, but maybe I'll keep it. Oh my god, this is why I can't do this. Because I'm like, maybe I'll actually, like, keep the book. No, I don't know. I did really like this one. Maybe I should try and reread it and see if I want it. You know what? We're going to put this one in the maybe pile and see what happens at the end. Let's see how many books I'm actually going to unhaul at the end. Of This Switch by Beth O'Leary. This one was okay. Not memorable. I could not tell you a thing about this book. You'll find that's a common theme. I've just read so many books that I just keep forgetting what they're about. They all just blend together to me. My memory is awful. So this is one of those ones that it was just so forgettable. Books in the Bromance Book Club store, like, series by Alyssa K. Adams. Did I have a fun time? Yes. Would I ever like buy the next ones to continue? No. They were like good at the time. I really like this one, and I like the other two as well, but I will never continue, and I don't have any space for them, so we're gonna get rid of these. It's American Royals by Catherine McGee. This one was okay. It's a story of like American royals. Like, there's power, there's drama, everything. It was just like okay to me. I never picked up like the next book in the series, and I feel like somebody maybe younger than me could enjoy this a lot more than I did. Moving on to fantasy ones that I've read and I just don't think I'm going to keep anymore. First one is Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. I like this one. I didn't love it. I think I'm going to try other books by T. Kingfisher because I've heard really good things about her other books, but this one was just not working for me. The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. I enjoyed this one. I thought it was a pretty like dark and lyrical, kind of like mesmerizing, but like I will never reread this one. It's also like really, really short, and I don't know. I just don't think I'm ever going to reach for this one again, so she's going to go to a better home. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. I absolutely hated this book. I despised every single thing about this book. I read the arc of it and I rated it 2 stars, and I just don't want this one on my shelves. First two and the Nevernight Chronicles. I have the last one somewhere. I don't know where it is. By Jay Kristoff. Anyways, these books were just really strange. Jay Kristoff has a weird way of writing women, and I don't vibe with it. It's so weird. He's just a weird person overall. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to try and find book 3 somewhere. I know it's somewhere in my room. I just don't know where, because there's just so many books. So maybe once I like get these ones out, I'll actually like find it somewhere. Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I also didn't like this one. I don't remember why. I think I just was like not invested in the story and in the characters. It sounded like something I would really love. Like it's like kind of like dark academia, legacies, magical schools. Like it sounds like everything I would like. It just did not work for me, but I do have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik on my TBR, so hopefully I like that one more than this one. So we have my OG copy of The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Oh my god, she's so dusty. This one collects so much dust. I liked it. I didn't love it, and I'm a little bit intrigued to read like the trad published version. So if you've read the indie one and the trad pub one and you can give me some insight. These Deathless Shores by P.H. Lowe. This is another one that I was highly anticipating and was so disappointed by. This was supposed to be like a dark Peter Pan retelling, and I was so bored. Like I was literally like snoozing. I was like, when is this book gonna end? Should have DNF'd it because she's quite chunky, but I don't know why I didn't. I was so stupid. I have Voyage of the Damned by Frances White. This one's an art copy, so I'm probably going to try and give it to like a little free library or something. This was another one that was very disappointing. I also gave this one 2 stars, and I just don't feel the need to hold on to it anymore. I didn't enjoy it. I was going to annotate this one because I thought I was going to like it. Good thing I didn't, because I ended up hating it. Okay, now, before you say anything, The Night Circus and The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. These ones might be maybe. I remember I didn't really like them when I read it, but I feel like my taste has changed a lot. I feel like I might like them better now, because now I'm more so like confusing stories where I'm just like mind fucked. Before, I think I read them at a really bad time, so I think these ones are going to go in the maybe pile. I have The Poison Season by Mara Rutherford, Owl Crate exclusive one. I don't know, I liked it. I didn't love it. It was just an average YA fantasy book for me. I think I'm gonna re-thrift this. Next is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. I remember like thinking that this one was very mid. I don't remember why. This one I think is like a fantasy, like historical fiction book. This one I actually might keep and try again, because I've heard so many people love this and I just don't remember a single thing about it. So I think this one might be in the maybe pile. This is what's going to happen a lot. I feel like I'm going to stumble upon some books being like, maybe I should try and reread this one. This one's going to go in the maybe pile. Heart Still Beating by Brooke Archer. This is an art copy. This is like a sapphic zombie apocalypse book. I just was kind of bored. I liked some characters, I didn't like some other characters. I liked some parts of the story, but also didn't like it. I gave this like a 3 stars. Like it was just average, and I just don't know if I want this one on my shelf. The Wicker King by Kay Ann Crum. This one actually might be a maybe. I kind of want to reread this one, because this one like follows like people who are like dealing with a lot of like mental health issues and like psychosis and hallucinations. I also think I read this at a bad time where I just didn't fully appreciate it. I think I might keep this one and try it again, because the pages, like the more like fucked up they get, the darker the pages get, and I think that's so cool. So I think I just might have to reread this one. Blood Beneath the Snow by Alexandra Kennington. This one, I have the art copy of it. I think I'm gonna keep the art copy and just donate this one, because I don't need two copies. And it was a 3.5, like it was just average. I didn't love it, so I don't need 2 copies of it. Girl, Shrimp and Thorn by Melissa Bashout. Again, this one I read so long ago, could not tell you a single thing about it, and I'm just not attached to it like I am with some of my other books. It is a sapphic fantasy though, so hopefully somebody will pick this up and love it, because I know so many people that do. It just was not for me at the time. Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Curse by Carrie Maniscalco. I did not like either of these books. Well, okay. This one was aggressively mid. It was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm interested to see where the series goes. This ruined all the faith I had in the series. Didn't even try the 3rd one because I was so angry with this one. I don't know. I think that Carrie Maniscalco should stick to adult books. That is just my opinion. Wings of Ebony by J.L. This one's a signed 1st edition, so maybe I could sell this one, but I just remember not being connected to the characters in this and in the story, and I don't remember what it was. I think there was like some, I don't know. I actually don't remember. So we have Small Favors by Erin A. Craig. I'm just not a huge fan of Erin A. Craig's books. Just not a fan of this. I thought it was boring. It was too long. And a lot of people do love this, but I just was not captivated by it, and I have no attachment towards this one. Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I hated this book. It's some like YA, like urban, like fantasy about this like hot alien. Such like 2012, like an alien book. It just read like fan fiction to me in like a bad way, where I was just not interested. It just felt so like if I was like 12 years old, I probably would have eaten this one up. It's just way past my time. It's Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. I actually have another copy of this one, so this one's just one that I'm gonna donate because it's a little battered up, and I do have a different copy of it, so that's why this one's going. Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. I prefer her Little Thieves series. I need to continue that one and finish that one. This one though, The Girl That Kept the Sea Gate Back and Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I think I'm past all of Adrienne Young's like YA books. I think they're just like they're not like too YA, they just don't hit the same for me as her like adult ones. Like I loved The Unmaking of June Farrow by her, but these ones I just have no love for them. The Weight of Our Sky by Hannah Alcaf. I really loved the OCD representation in this. I just think that everything else was lacking to me. The OCD rep made me buy this one though, because we are mentally ill over here. But I don't know, I feel like somebody other than me could really pick this one up and find themselves in this book. In the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This one was also average. I don't really think Elizabeth Lim's books are for me. I think she has a very like good way of writing. Her prose is very lyrical and enchanting. I just don't like the way that she writes her characters. I find them like bland and boring. Song Below the Water by Bethany C. Morrow. This one was really short that I just couldn't connect to the characters enough. I didn't care what was going on. I felt no attachments to them, and I feel like that this one just needs to go. 16 Souls by Rosie Talbot. I'm really sad about this one. I love the representation in it, but I just did not like the relationship. It just kind of was meh to me. Didn't really like anything else that much about it. I feel like somebody could just love this one so much more than me, and I'm really sad. Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is one of my most hated book series ever. I don't remember why. I couldn't tell you a single thing about this series, but I remember I read all 3 books. Don't know why I even bought them in the first place. Vicious Grace by Emily. I enjoyed this one. Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Just have very mediocre feelings about this. A Witch's Guide to Burning by Amanda Wally. This one is like an illustrated book, and the graphics in this, phenomenal, amazing. This one was sent to me. I really enjoyed like the illustrations, like they're so detailed, and the thought and the work put into this, incredible. The story, on the other hand, says We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. I remember not really vibing with the writing in this one. I couldn't connect to the characters in the story. I believe this one's about like an alien invasion. Angel Fall by Susan Lee. This is like a dystopian book. I remember liking it at the beginning and then absolutely hating it. I don't know what it was. This is also one that I probably would have eaten up when I was 12. But In the Ravenous Dark, strictly like the writing, I just don't have any connection to this book. Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I did not like this series. I remember kind of enjoying the first one, and I didn't really like the other 2, and that is why I have never read Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've been recommended it so many times. I just have a feeling I'm going to hate it, which is why I just haven't picked it up, and I just have no interest. Next we have Stoneblind by Natalie Hayes. This is the only book by hers that I didn't really like. So this is like a Greek mythology retelling about Medusa, but the way that it was marketed was like as a book about Medusa. But why was it marketed as a Medusa book if she's not even the main character? Like, what? Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I love Circe. This book, on the other hand, I don't know what it was. Writing, gorgeous, exquisite, phenomenal, a great story. I didn't connect to the characters, and everyone's like, I sobbed at the end. Did not shed one single tear. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. This one I might keep just because I remember really enjoying this, and I have the second book somewhere in my room, and I remember really like this one because it's kind of like Six of Crows, but there's like these like games and stuff. I actually might end up keeping this one. Serpent and Dove by Shelley Morin. I did not like this book. I have the second book in this pile of the pile of books that I have not read, because what was this book? It's supposed to be between, I believe, a witch and a hunter. Where was the tension? Tree of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Now, I'm really sad about this one because I just could not connect to the story, and I'm really sad about that because so many people love this book, but I think somebody else will enjoy this one more than me. I don't know what it was. I'm really sad because I really wanted to love this one. Okay, These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. The only reason why I'm getting rid of this one, because I already have this book. This book just came like a little bit damaged, like the dust jacket's a little bit damaged, but it is assigned for first edition. So I think I'm gonna try and sell this this one. This was Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. This one was, I just remember, so boring and so forgettable that I like forced myself to finish this, like falling asleep reading this. Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. I just remember this one being really mid. I really liked some parts and I really didn't like some other parts, but I thought that the whole like souls and forest was interesting, but I don't have any attachment to this one. Next we have Aurora Rising and Aurora Burning by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Again, just like Nevernight. Jay Kristoff is just so weird. I don't know. Don't like him. These books were a fun time when I read them. I have no attachments towards them. These Need a New Home is All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. I remember really enjoying this one. It was a heartwarming, funny read, but I don't really have any attachment to it, and I don't really remember what happens. Catch and Kill by Ronan Farrell. I think it's nonfiction, I believe. I'm just not a huge nonfiction girly. I don't think I'm ever going to reread this one. Next is The Henna Artist. She might keep this one. I have the second book somewhere that I'm thinking of reading soon. I might keep this one because I did really enjoy it. Okay, this one might go in the maybe pile actually. Next is Ghost by Dolly Alderton. I hated this book. I think I rated it 3 stars, but it's probably more of a 2. The main character was so annoying, and it's all about like this man who she goes on this first date with, and basically like she thinks that he's the love of her life and whatever, and then basically he ghosts her and she cannot get over him. But why does he keep coming back over and over again? Like, I knew it was gonna happen, like obviously he's gonna come back, but like I was just like, please leave. Like, men, oh my god. This Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I was so disappointed in this one. I remember I had really high expectations. I thought I was gonna love this, did not love it. The Death of Vivek Oji by Agweki Amizi. I actually might try this one again. Friendship, family, like love and everything like that. So I might try and read this one because I really like their other books, and maybe it just wasn't the right time. I Found You by Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell's other books. This one was just really mid. Don't remember anything about it other than the cover drew me in and it was creepy. I think it's about a beach and a missing husband. When You See Me by Lisa Gardner. I like this when I read it. It's just part of this very long series that you can technically read. Like, they're kind of like interconnected standalones, but like I'm never going to read the rest of the series. Next up is Find Her by Lisa Gardner. I believe this is in the same series as this one. I liked it. Isn't amazing, but anyways, I just don't read a lot of mystery thriller books. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I enjoyed this one for what it was. It was okay. Blackout, which is a bunch of different short stories, and we have things from Nicola Yoon, Angela Thomas, like Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone. I loved some of these stories. This is also like short stories, so if they're like interconnected stories, I love some of them, and some of them I just didn't love. So it was kind of a miss for me, and I was really sad because I love so many of these off. Next is Finley Donovan is Killing It by El Casamino. I DNF'd the second book in this series, but I loved this first one, and I actually might end up keeping this first one. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll try the second book again because I think there's 4 books out in the series now, but this one was really funny because it follows like a main character who like accidentally gets like hired to like dispose of somebody else's husband. I thought it was hilarious. Like, I had a great time reading this one, so I think this one's also going to go in the maybe pile. Next is The Silent Patient. This has overstayed its welcome on my shelf. When I read this, was I a little bit like bamboozled by the ending? Yes. Was this one of the first thriller books I read? Yes. So I think that also was why I kind of liked it more, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that was such a not good ending and a not good book. Last thriller one is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kellen Bayron. This is a sapphic, like, summer camp thriller book. I'm so sad that I didn't like this more than I did. I thought it was a very mid, like it was good in some parts, not good in some other parts. It was also so short that I just wanted so much more. I felt like if it was longer, it could have been expanded and developed a little bit more. Kiss of the Nightingale by Addie Denner. This is like a Shadow and Bone meets Bridgerton type book. It's historical fantasy, but I've also heard there's a love triangle in this, which is what really threw me off, and I don't really like love triangles that much. Next is Hover Girls by Geneva Bowers. This is a book that I got sent that I didn't know I was gonna get sent, and honestly, I don't really read a lot of graphic novels in color. That's kind of slay. Next is Flamecaster. Wanted to read this one for a while. I fear I've just grown out of this. I've had this one on my TBR for too long, have not picked it up, have no desire to really. This is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. I have no desire to read this one. I think I got this because it was cheap and I was like, I need an extra book to get free shipping on Book Outlet. Other than that, I don't even know what this is about, and I don't think I'll like it. It's a YA romance book. I don't read a lot of those. Don't know if I'm gonna like it. So this one I might keep. Side, I have not read this one, and I've had it on my TBR for so long. But so many people recently have been like saying how they love this one so much. So I may have to like put this one back onto my physical TBR and like read it, because now I'm like feeling some FOMO. Next is The Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. I did not read this. I got this when it came out because I'm like, oh my god, about Apollo. Like, I love everything Greek mythology. Never read it when I was younger. Will not read it now because it's too late now. Blood and Honey, the second book after Serpent and Dove. I've heard really bad things about this one, and considering how I didn't like the first book, I don't think I'm gonna like this one. I don't know why I even bought it, to be honest. Next is the Daughter of Darkness series by Ali Cole, which is Wielder of Shadows and Prince of Bloodshed. I'm really sad about this because she sent these to me and I really wanted to like read them, but the thing is they're fantasy and I have a feeling I'm not gonna like these ones, so I think I'm just gonna give them to a better home, somebody who actually enjoys romantasy. Next is We Other by Sue Bentley. This is another one that I was sent that I just have not picked up. Had this for ages and I feel really bad about it because it sounds good. I have other books that I just want to read more than this. Is Sons of Darkness and Dance of Shadows. And look at the difference between these. Reason why, because I posted this on my story that I got these from Bloomsbury. One of my mutuals messaged me and was like, the author is just not good. And I'm like immediately taking these off my TBR. Next we have We Can Be Heroes by Harry Macaulay. My sister read this and loved it. It's just not what I'm in the mood for right now, and I've had this sitting on my TBR for probably like 3 years. Next is Capitana by Cassandra James. Again, I got this free from Illumicrate. The author is like everything that could be wrong with an author. This edition is gorgeous, but I will not be reading. I have not read Carrie Soto is Back, haven't heard great things. I did actually read Malibu Rising. I forgot to add this one after. I liked it at the time, but again, Taylor Jenkins Reid, I don't like her as an author, so we're gonna get rid of it. Next we have A Rose by Any Other Name by McIntyre. So this is the same author that wrote the Book of Gothel, which I loved, but this one I just have no desire. I think it's like a retelling of The Dark Lady of Shakespeare's, but like I just don't have any desire. Is Daughter of Molten Flames by Morgana Fullman. This was sent to me by the author. It's a Canadian indie author. I unfortunately DNF. Too insta love for me. What can I say? Too insta love. Too stereotypical fantasy romance. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this book on haul. Hopefully I can actually get rid of these soon. And hopefully I can do, since I'm getting rid of these, hopefully I can do a actual book haul soon. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and see you next time.